Greetings. Hello there. Welcome to this lovely edition of Elaine Bartlett's Purple Portal. I am your wanderer who's always wandering, and your wanderer. And because I wonder and wander, I have to draw you in and bring you with me on these wanderings and wonderings, so that together we can come up with new ideas and new insights and new understandings and a deeper sense of authenticity. Authenticity is such a fabulous word. It may be my word of the year. I'm so drawn to that word. AU is the alchemy of gold. And when you and I are authentic, it is really golden. So I want this hour that we're together, at least this hour and hopefully more, to be golden for you, so that when the hour is over, the golden mist permeates your life and the lives of all those you touch every day. It would truly be golden if some of you were inspired to phone in today with some of your thoughts and questions, and it can be anything cosmic whatsoever. You know, I'm a feng shui practitioner and an astrologer and a numerologist and, well, as I say, a wanderer and a wonderer. So anything that you're wondering about cosmically, ask. If I don't know, I am very authentic and very frank, and I'll tell you. So the number that you could call in and share this show, because it is a together show, is 321-806-3159. Once again, it's 321-806-3159. And if you're too shy to speak up and call in, please feel free to email me with any of your questions, really, or thoughts, at purple, that's the color purple, portal, Portal, 777. So that's 3 number 7s. So it's purple portal 777 at gmail.com. And I particularly want you to make note of that today because some of you may be very interested. I'm going to talk today quite a bit on the new moon, which happened at 7:18 this morning, Eastern Standard Time. And I want you to know that if you're interested in understanding where is a particular energy, you should really have your 2 things drawn up for you. A natal chart, which is an astrological chart, and your Chinese chart, so that you could at least have a visual when I'm speaking that this month, the sun is in Sagittarius, and today is very powerful because the moon is in Sagittarius. And wouldn't it be grand if you could kind of join into yourself and go, I see. I actually have, let's say, for example, you look at a chart and you think, I have Sagittarius on the 7th house. Well, why would you want to know that? It's because it's a double-bodied sign, and it may mean you actually have 2 or more life partners. But you could be thinking, but I'm not Sagittarius. It's got nothing to do with me. And I would be saying, but a part of your wholeness is Sagittarius. So whenever there's a new moon, there are new beginnings. So today, where are these new beginnings for you? So if you are interested in having your chart printed out, I would be happy to actually use snail mail, mail it to you for a whopping fee of $12 for 2 different kinds of charts, Chinese and Western. See, I don't know how anybody can leave home without knowing who the heck they are. That's part of my wondering disposition. I have wanted to know, who am I? Where is this stuff? Why is the month of November the one month of the year that I absolutely cannot wait until it's over? This has been consistent since I've probably been a toddler. And every year, it's kind of like forgetting that don't eat the donut because you're allergic to donuts. Every single year, I forget that November is very challenging and difficult for me. Until by the end of it, where I am just so exhausted by the entire experience of November that I shake my head in wonderment. How did I possibly forget this again? So I, for one, I'm just delighted that November is just about on the way out. But do think about it. See, because I know where it is in my chart, I know why that's a trigger point for me. It would just be extraordinarily lovely if every year I would remember it in advance and maybe just shut down my entire world, pull down the curtains and cover myself up and not move. Of course, I have a feeling I would get in trouble even with that experience. So some of the things that I'm happy to let go of, because today I finally thought, okay, kid, you're really at the end of this thing. What the heck has been happening? And when I wonder what's been happening on a very deep level, I actually consult the I Ching. Now, some of you have never heard of it, and some of you have heard it pronounced Yi, like Y-I or Y-E-E, Ching, C-H-I-G, and it has to do with changes. So the Yi Ching or the I Ching is what is called the Book of Changes. And it's the oldest oracle known to human beings. And it goes back, it predates BC. It's tremendous source of wisdom and insight and understanding. And it's such an inspirational source. You should really understand that if you're using a computer system at all, it stands on the I Ching. That's how profound it is, because the I Ching is a dash and a straight line. Or straight line rather, and a broken line. And it's just the interpretation of that energy that kind of brings us to, what's happening? And I debated on sharing this with you because I thought, well, this is my journey. And then it's the last thing I grabbed going out the door thinking, wait a minute, if it's my journey, someone out there will resonate with it under the frequency of the energy of oneness. So, in deep contemplation this morning, here's what the I Ching told me. I have been moving through, in the month of November, something called oppression. And I just thought, okay. Oppression in the I Ching has to do with a sense of complete exhaustion and almost a sense of, can I throw in the towel? Are we done yet? Is this journey complete? It's a very low cycle. And of course, what they go on to say about it is, without adversity, how could you have deep insight? And so it asks me and you to go deeply within the silence. And it further says, oppression is the total transformations of the opposites of the power of the great of the tiger and the contemplation of the dragon. So when it pulls in the energy in Chinese medicine and astrology, when you're talking the great power of the tiger and the enormous power of the dragon, and this whole month has had to do with a transforming of these two energies. And it's a time when reserves of energy have been or are being spent. But this very emptying is the only situation whereby renewal can take place. So it's telling us, take courage at this time when all supports seem to have given way. This is a time to test your resourcefulness, your steadfastness, and balance in the midst of trials. Some of you may have felt you've just been on this enormous seesaw emotionally. You're up for a minute and then slam down for lots of minutes. Endurance and strength of character are needed, but they won't have an outward expression right now. It's a time, rather, to use your reserves of inner power and actually keep very silent. And one of the references that I go to, it's a tremendous, tremendous work. It's called The Dragon and the Tiger I Ching, which I actually do carry copies of if anyone wants it. Again, you'll have to email me at purpleportal777@gmail.com. And the copy is like $24.95 plus shipping. But it's a wonderful work. It really is. And the author, she's crossed over, but I have almost every piece of her collection. It's a woman by the name of Rowena Pattee, Pattee, Kreider, Kryder, in case some of you wish to Google her or get this on Amazon. But at any rate, for you women listening, oppression can be extremely frustrating because you have to hold your energy in check by all the events that have been happening. So this isn't the time to be screaming from the rooftop that there's something wrong. Women, you will seem to be moving backward, and I can guarantee that's what I have felt. However, this is only temporary because your personal power must be relinquished so that cosmic and human values can rise within you more strongly. The advantage of adversity is that it can drive you more inwardly to your true purpose in life. You see, when I read something like that, much of my sense of frustration and oppression and exhaustion, it drops away because it's telling me it has to happen, kid. It's okay. We see it happening. We're with you. We're in the happening with you. You're not going to jump ship. You're going to steady the ship. It may take time. And close your mouth. It goes on to say, persevere in pursuits in harmony with your deepest values and bring them into a clear contemplation. Well, that means a little work on your part, kids. You've got to dig. What are your deepest values? Have you abandoned them? Have you ever thought of them in the first place? Go in. You are so valuable that it's time to really look. And on a new moon day, between 7:18 this morning and the next 3 days, the window is wide open if you ask to see and realign with the deepest values of you. You could be doing jobs that are not aligned with you. You could be in a partnership that doesn't honor your deepest value. If you're with someone who belittles you and degrades you at every road, that's not honoring the value-ness of you. But you may have become so numb that this kind of looking could be very healing for you.